What's up, Yesterland fans? I'm Neal, aka the Mundis, and welcome to another episode of The Toys That Made Sense. On today's episode, we're going over Mattel's He-Man Masters of the Universe Origins line, Wave 10. That's right, guys, Wave 10. I cannot believe Wave 10 is out. We are already into the 10th wave of Origins, and there's still a plethora of more to come with this line that we are being told based on what San Diego Comic-Con released. So anyways, I do have Wave 10 in-house and in studio. I only have 3 out of that wave. I did not get the Trapjaw comic book version. Just something about it, I didn't find a connection to it, so I went ahead and passed on it. But anyways, I've got Whiplash. Check it out. Yep, we got Whiplash. We've got King Randor in-house, or the Burger King as some folks are calling him, because he kind of does look like that. And then I got from the Sunman line, I guess you pronounce it Dignato, I don't know, however you want to call it. I was hesitant with picking him up, but I thought I've already got a good start of the line, and I think I'm going to go ahead and splurge, and I'm going to get that other, what is it, 3-pack, 4-pack right now. When it hits the market down here, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up because I've got already the line. I might as well finish it off. But anyways, guys, let's get on the other side of the camera here. Let's review this line. As always, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Grab your favorite beverage and snack, and I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys, here we go. I've got them in my little studio here, and let's get right down to it. We see some, typical beautiful card work, but one thing that stands out that a lot of people notice right off the bat, and we already got this notification from Big Bad Toy Store. At least they were courteous this time around to give us a heads up before they shipped them, and that is that these are the international versions. These are not the American releases. I shouldn't say they're not going to be, because there are going to be American releases, but I'm a card collector, as I've always said, and I love the art, so I really don't care that if these are the American releases or not. It just doesn't it doesn't do anything for me. I'm just glad that I've got them and I can add them to my collection. So without further ado, let's start with again, Dignato, I don't know. I don't want to butcher it, but anyways, getting into it, we get the 40th anniversary, Masters of the Universe. We get his name, includes comic. We get it in a different language. The Ruler of the Sun, Sunman. And pretty good sticker placement on it. He has that typical He-Man body, that 5.5. We see with this cuffs, he gets this kind of like off yellowish cream color with red bands, and then he gets these red diamonds on the cuffs here, as you can tell. Moving down into the feet, the boots, they're pretty simple. They're pretty basic. They're that tan color with the red tips. They almost kind of look like clown boots. And we get what I've heard a few people refer to as the Superman underwear. I don't really see it, I guess maybe because of the red and the blue and all that, but I've heard some people refer to it as he's wearing Superman's underwear. So maybe they're underoos, who knows. And then we get this odd looking chest shield that almost has a glow in the dark kind of vibe to it, which I don't know if it does. I'll have to play with that and see. We get some kind of, looks like backwards numbers on there in design. And then it's got a little bit of molding and tooling to it. And then we get this very interesting head. To me, he kind of screams Grease, if you will. Danny from Grease. He's kind of has that look. He's got some very shiny lips, so he's got some lipstick on or whatever. And then you get his weapon there in the back, which appears to be some kind of claw mechanism. And then we get this mini comic that has no wording on it whatsoever. Can't even begin to tell you what the comic is about, since Again, this is the international version. We get the Mattel insignia. And then on the back, we do get a pretty bitchin' graphic here in artwork. It's him fighting comic book Trapjaw. We get the sticker in a different language. Just says something that I don't understand. And then we get some kind of weird writing up here, fluorescent writing flying across. He's sending out these signals that's obviously causing Trapjaw to fall off balance, and he's pointing at him. Not bad. Oh, and here we go. I stand corrected. He is glow in the dark. I just noticed that. So put him up to the light, guys, like it shows here, and boom, he's glow in the dark. It also gives us the release in this Wave 10, King Randor, obviously Digatino. We're going to go with Whiplash and Trapjaw, and that's about it. All the legal mumble jumble, Mattel insignia, and the barcode. And that's it, guys, for him. So pretty cool to have him to, you know, complete off the Sunman series. And if you haven't checked out my Sunman videos, I'll go ahead and stick those up there for you and tag them in this, and you can watch those as well. Moving on, let's go into one of my favorite characters of all time in the MOTU line, which I never had as a kid, but I had a friend that had one. And man, right here, this just says original Trapjaw. I mean, they nailed it with the colors. Everything looks great. We see his tails in there. It's that removable tail that they've been talking about that you can clip on. Starting down at the feet, he's got those typical, looks like Evil Horde style feet, Hordak feet. That nice lime green color on his legs and his arms. We get that, you know, his belt and his loincloth, if you will, that dark color, and then the darker color, like almost like olive drab green. And we get that beautiful Trapjaw look there. He's one ugly dude. We get that same comic in here where it's, you know, Digatino fighting comic book Trapjaw. And then we get Trapjaw's staff in there. And that's about it, guys. Whiplash, and flipping it around the back, we get this beautiful artwork where he's fighting Fisto and he's fighting Battle Armor He-Man. So beautiful graphic, very well done, typical MOTU. Again, just the international release version. Now moving forward, one character that I never had, and he came out later in the line, and I did want to get him back then when I was a kid, right? Because we remember seeing him on the Filmation cartoons. And I was slowly kind of growing out of Masters of the Universe by this point, but I still had that passion and that love for it, and I really wanted King Randor, but I never found him. He was so hard to find in store, and yet we know today he's very, very expensive in the original vintage version, if you find one on card or you find one loose, so he can fetch a pretty damn good penny. But moving up, look at that. We got King Randor's boots with the little white ruffles. He's got kind of an off darkish tanner type skin tone. I can tell you right now off the bat, his hands, his legs, and his face, the skin tone do not match. They're three different skin tones. So he definitely got some extra sun on his legs and on his face. But overall, it screams that original 1980s King Randor. It really does. And I hope we get Queen Randor at some point. Hopefully we get Adam's and He-Man's mom somewhere in this line. I just don't know if we will or not. It does look like we get a plastic cape. This is not a cloth cape. It is plastic. We get King Randor's staff there in the back. We get that same comic. And here's the face that everybody is saying is the Burger King face. Burger King's face, if you will. I guess he looks a little bit different probably than the original. I don't have one to compare off of, but other than that, that's it. We're flipping it around. He holds his staff. He's the king. He's the leader. We do get some interesting folks back here. Like we see what looks like a palace guard. It looks like we get some kind of like monster woolly type Bigfoot character or Yeti. Some kind of looking female alien character. We get Stratos, we get Bumblebee, and forgive me, folks, if these guys were in the comic book line or whatnot. I don't remember them from the show, so I don't know who they are. But we definitely see King Randor commanding his presence and ordering probably Stratos and Bumblebee and the guardsmen and whoever these other creatures are, get out there and immediately defend He-Man and the crew. So anyways, great looking figures. Like I said, I didn't want the Trapjaw. Nothing against Trapjaw. I have the original, but that comic book version just really did nothing for me, and I just didn't need to have it. I had more attachment to the Stratos comic book, Stratos release one, or they call Naked Stratos, than I did this one. So I don't know, just kind of bummed on it. I wish they would have maybe given us something different. But for the fans that really wanted it, more power to you. That's awesome. So guys, we'll leave it here. I think this is a great place to stop. As always, remember you can like and subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button, smash that bell, do whatever you got to do to share my video amongst the toy community, share it with your friends. You can follow me on TikTok, Patreon, Instagram, Facebook. You know where I'm at. I'm all over the place. Always come back home to YouTube to catch my fine videos. And as always, guys, I'll see you in Yesterland.